I'm Justine Louise. Welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be talking about Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury is one of my absolute favorite brands, and I love her. I love her products. I love the packaging. It's so luxurious, and I love most of her products. I do, however, find that a lot of her items are either absolute loves or big fails. And unfortunately, this video is going to be about fails. I love Charlotte, and I was anticipating I was going to love these items, and I just didn't. I actually filmed this video reviewing the items a couple of days ago, and as I was editing it, I thought, you know what? I was leaning towards being biased, I think, and that's not how I want my channel to be. I want to be totally honest. I wanted to love the products, and I expected to love the products, and I really didn't expect that I wouldn't like them, so I was quite shocked. But as I was watching the video of me editing, I was looking at how the items were swatching. I was looking at my makeup, how it looked that day, and I just wasn't happy. And I further reviewed the items, looking at them, trying them, playing with them, and you know what? I've actually sent both of them back. Now, I should probably tell you what items they were. The first one was the eye palette. It's her first eyeshadow palette that came out. It was limited edition on her website. It's still available, but the day I bought it was only available for 24 hours, and I got instant access. And it comes with 4 looks. There was a day look, a dusk look, a date look, and a disco look. Now, when they arrived, the shadows are very small, and I was okay with that as long as they worked properly. However, I only gravitated towards 2 of the looks. The day look was basically transparent, even when I was doing swatches, which you will see. The colors just came up clear. They wouldn't show up on my skin. So I tended to gravitate towards the other 2, the date and the desk look, and then there was a disco look, and it had a black matte in there, which I was excited about because I thought I could use that as an eyeliner. Well, there was so much fallout. I just had black underneath my eyes and had to redo my makeup. It was that bad. So I didn't mind. I thought, well, that's okay. I still like the 2 looks, so I'm happy with it, and that's the way I felt. Then I also ordered from Beautylish, which was exclusive to Beautylish. It was a look in a palette, and I have a few of hers of those, and I really enjoy them. It comes with a bronzer, an eyeshadow, blush, and they're great for travel, and I find all the colors you can use for different things. You can use the blushes as eyeshadows. They're just a great travel companion. So when this one came, I was so excited because it had a blush in there that is fairly popular called First Love. There was also the Bar of Gold, which is a holy grail for many people, highlighter, and it also had another matte black. So I thought this would be perfect for travel. Again, the black, I had so much fallout under my eyes. The blush didn't show up on my skin at all. I don't know if it was a different formula than her original one. Everyone is a holy grail for it. And the highlighter of that gold bar, it barely showed up. I just kept swatching it over and rubbing and digging my finger in, and it just would not translate on my skin. I don't know if it's my skin, but I feel I'm quite fair, and for some reason it just would not show up. So I just kept playing with these items, and this is a first for me, but I actually returned both. I just really was not happy, and the eyeshadow palette, that was the 4 looks. I was happy with the 2 looks that were in there, but I thought for the price that it was, to just use 6 shadows out of the whole packet, I just thought was ridiculous. So that being said, the 6 were quite nice, but not amazing. I've used much better quality shadows, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes are amazing. And this was just it's nice, it's okay. So it really wasn't worth the value, especially if I wasn't using the 2 looks out of there. I also saw a review done by Wayne Goss, and he was saying that the eyeshadows kind of went clumpy, and I didn't experience that, but when I was swatching them for the camera, they started going clumpy. I guess if you dip your finger in. I usually just use brushes anyway, but they did turn that kind of funny texture. So all in all, it was a huge fail for me. So like I said, when I was working on editing the rest of the video, I just thought, I can't put my name next to this and encourage people to purchase it. And I was trying so hard to like it, but it just didn't work. And again, when I was doing the swatches and they just were transparent on my skin, especially with that day look shadow, I was just a real huge disappointment. So I just want to start off my channel as being as honest as possible, especially when I'm reviewing luxury products. I don't want to encourage anyone to go out and spend that kind of money, and they're not that great. There's a lot better ways to spend your money, and there's a lot better palettes out there. So unfortunately, it was a miss for me, and I did send them back, which honestly is a first for me for Charlotte Tilbury. I have had a few things that I've been like, they're not that great, but I kept them anyway. But these were that bad, I actually returned them, and especially at that high price point. So I'm sorry, Charlotte. This is just those products. I'm sure it was just a bit of a glitch, I think, or maybe it was just me, because I have seen a lot of positive reviews also for the items, but just didn't work for me, unfortunately. So without further ado, let's get into the video and you can see them for yourself. Hi, I'm Justine Louise. Welcome to my channel. I am here to talk to you today about Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte is one of my absolute favorite beauty brands. I have quite a few things from her collection. I will be honest, some of them are hits and some of them are misses for me. But today we're talking about some of her new beauty releases for the holidays. She's just released 2 holiday palettes, and I got 2 of them, and I'm going to show them to you today and tell you what I think. First, we are going to start off with the Instant Eye Palette. This is it here. I purchased this from Charlotte Tilbury's website directly when she did the preliminary launch. And it comes with 4 looks. You can, of course, just mix and match all the colors in the palette, but she does have them specified to particular looks. One of them is the Day Eye, the Desk Eye, Date Eye, and Disco Eye. And that's what the colors look like in there. I will be honest, I have gravitated towards the Desk Eye, which is the warm browns you see in there, and the Date Eye. Those are the 2 warmer sets. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to use a lot of the Disco Eye. I'm definitely will use the black that's in there. She's come out with a nice matte black. And the Day Eye, I think, is a little bit too subtle for me. I might use it just for a simple look, but I definitely have been gravitating towards the Desk and the Date. So I'm sure you're dying to see some swatches, so let's get started. The first one is the Day Eye, and it comes, what she says is it's a prime, an enhance, and a smoke. You can do whatever you want with it, of course, but I'm going to show you what she suggests. So the first color, it's like a matte vanilla. That's it right there. I've been using this palette for about 2.5 weeks now. I love it, absolutely love it. The next color is also from the Day, and this is kind of a shimmery taupe color. You can see that there. Nice shimmer, neutral. And then the Smoke is a matte, flat taupe as well. And that one is there. And to be honest, I haven't really gravitated towards this. The colors are a little cool and a little bit neutral for me. I like something a little bit snazzier. So next I'm going to do the Desk Eye, and this one is my ultimate favorite, and that's what I'm actually wearing today. And for the purpose of this video today, I'm actually wearing a full face Charlotte Tilbury, including her foundation, her Wonder Glow primer, and I'm wearing Bitch Perfect lipstick of her KISSING lip line. So first we are going to start off, and this is the Desk Eye, and the first color, it's like a nice rose gold color. Can see that there. I am going to do a full photo of all the swatches so you can have a nice close look. The next color, it's like a matte terracotta, which I just love. And again, that's what I'm wearing today. You can see that there. I saw a review from Wayne Goss, and he was saying that these eyeshadows, after using them a little bit, they tend to kind of harden, almost like if you've used a wet brush in them. And I hadn't noticed that, but now that I've been dipping my fingers in it, I am noticing it more in the shimmery shades, that they are kind of going kind of hard, almost kind of clumping, which doesn't really bother me. And then that's the kind of chocolatey color, and again, that's a matte, and it's just lovely. It's like a milk chocolate, not like a dark chocolate. I'm actually just gonna grab a cloth to wipe. And next we are going to do the date eye, and again, this is a section that I'm really gravitating towards, and this is kind of a nice light brown shimmer. You can see that. Nice shimmery color. I find her, even though she has shimmers, they're not too sparkly. I just find that's nice for my age group, 40 plus. I don't want the heavy sparkly colors. And the next color is also a shimmer, and this is the enhanced color. And it's more of a milk chocolate shimmer. Just beautiful. And the third color is a true dark chocolate brown matte, and this one I use as a liner. I wet my brush, Fix Plus or just a wet brush, and use it as an eyeliner to tight line. I don't usually wear eyeliners. I would love to, but they end up all over my eyelids. I'm very oily and I have hooded eyes, so it's a recipe for raccoon eyes. And last but not least, we have the disco eye. And here is like a gold shimmer champagne. This is your prime color. You can see that there. And again, I mentioned I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this section. I don't go to the disco much. Not anymore anyway. And that's kind of a dark charcoal. That is the enhanced shade. And last but not least, we've got a matte black. And I have not used this as a shadow, but I have used it as a liner with a wet brush, and it's worked beautifully. Very minimal fallout. I noticed that someone said on Instagram when Charlotte launched this palette that they had experienced a lot of fallout. I, however, have been very happy with it. You know, there is a tiny bit, but nothing too bad. I've been very happy. I love this palette. I've gravitated towards it almost every day in the 2.5 weeks that I've had it. I love it. Again, I'm probably not going to use the day and the disco look that much, but it is nice to mix and match. And for the two, the date and the desk, I'm very happy with. It's great for travel, nice, sleek, compact, nice and light. Her beautiful signature packaging, of course. I'm very happy with it, and I can't say anything negative. I'm happy with my purchase. I love it. So next we are going to look at the Instant Look in a palette. This is a 5-minute face on the go, and this is the Smoky version. It's actually exclusive to Beautylish, and Beautylish I've never ordered from, so I was a little nervous about it, especially shipping to Canada. Sometimes you get unknown fees and duty and taxes when the mailman arrives at your door. But I did pay upfront the duties and taxes right on the Beautylish website. Easy peasy, and it actually came the very next day. I was shocked. So I'm very impressed with Beautylish, and I'm definitely going to be ordering from them again. So again, this is the Charlotte Tilbury palette, Look in a Palette. And here it is right here. If you're not familiar with these palettes, Charlotte has a couple of them, and I actually own, I think, most of them. She gives you a highlight, a bronzer, her signature Swish and Pop blush, which is usually a darker color, and then a brighter color. And then again, her 3 eyeshadows, her Prime, Enhance, and Smoke, and this one is a matte black as well, same as my last palette, which is unusual for Charlotte. So I received this on Thursday, and I've played with it a little bit, and I was so excited to get it, and to be honest, I'm not that impressed. There is a lot of fallout. The black is totally different than this one. I ended up with black sprinkles all under my eyes. I had to do a reconcealer. It was just a mess, and that was with a wet brush. So I hate to think what it would be like just going in with a regular shadow brush and trying to use it. The bronze is the same as, I think it's the same one in all of her palettes. I know she says some of them are different, but I don't see any difference. And I also have her original, the 2-pan one, that's the Beauty Bronze and Glow. I have that one, and I don't notice any difference with these ones that are in the palettes. This is her gold, I think she calls it a bar of gold that she sells individually, and she's now put it in a highlight in this particular palette. I'm not impressed. It works beautifully. I have it on my brow bone, and I used it on my inner corner, and it's nice and shimmery and lovely, but I have it as a highlight, and I can't see it. I don't see anything at all. And the same with the blush. This is actually later in the day. I've applied my makeup once this morning, and I was planning to film, and things got hectic, so I'm only filming now. So I reapplied the blush, and it's still, I've applied it so many times, and I just don't see anything on my face. And I'm quite fair skinned, so I don't know. It's just too light. And then the same with these two shadows. There's nothing special or fancy about them. I'm just not that impressed, and I'm so sorry, because I love Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm just not happy with this palette. I'm just going to do a quick swatch for you. So this is the bronze color that she uses for contouring or for bronzing the skin. Again, I have it in a couple of other palettes, and I also have it in the traditional Bronze and Glow palette that she originally came out with. This is the highlight, and it's called the Bar of Gold, and I just don't see the highlight. I just don't get it. I don't know. I feel so bad because I love Charlotte, but I just am not liking this palette at all. I bought one in the summer, her Beauty Glow, and I'm obsessed. It's my favorite palette, and when I travel, that is going to be my go-to palette and all I will take. I was hoping that this one was going to be it because I've got the black, but it's not. So here is the cheek color. See how light that is? it just does not show up on me. I don't know what it is, but it just does not show up. So that's the blush, and it's from one of her most popular blushes. It's called, oh gosh, I need glasses. I'll put the name down below. I can't read it, and I don't have my glasses in front of me. It's a new thing that I've needed reading glasses. And then her eyes. So this actually has more pigment in her prime for the eyeshadow than the highlight. I just don't get it. So that's the prime, and this is just a nice matte brown for the enhanced color. But I found in her other kits, I actually just used the bronzer as a crease color, and it's beautiful. This one is just blah. And then this is the matte black. It's going on my skin quite nicely, but when I use it with the palette, it's just everywhere. And I just don't want to deal with that. It's just too much hassle. So, unfortunately, this guy is a bit of a fail. And again, I can't believe it, because I do love Charlotte, and I was so excited about this and all the hype, but unfortunately it does not work for me. So anyway, if you've bought it, I would love to hear what you think and what your feelings are, and also with this eye palette, if you've bought it and what your thoughts are, and if you gravitate to any of the looks more than others, and let me know if maybe I should be daring and try the disco look. I've never done a smoky eye before. I'm not a makeup expert. I just love makeup, but I don't have any formal training in applying it, so I just kind of hope for the best. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please hit like, and if you'd like to see more videos, definitely hit subscribe and the subscription little bell. And I will also be posting some proper photos of the swatches so you can get a really nice look. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.